We back up in this bitch.
If they wanted to take it outside in the parking lot, the ex-wife and her homegirl would have been well within her right to put a little beat down on the mistress.
Oh my
Hey.
God, I just want to get on this mic and talk to my girls.
We still got some fucking ninjas out here that don't know no
Mm-hmm.
better.
How dare you? You think that it's appropriate to take a woman, a young woman who is still a minor, and put her in front of the congregation to apologize?
Him, he just a ninja. I mean, he was cheating from the door. She said it. He didn't give a shit about nobody but himself.
We might find out some shit tomorrow that we had no idea. So I'm just gonna sit and wait.
Listen, something don't smell right to me, but I'm going to mind my business. But I'm not, because I want to know what y'all think.
So stop acting like, oh, we're not taking handouts. Bitch, you are a handout. You taking our money.
Hey
Hey,
y'all.
hey, hey.
Hey
Welcome to Three
guys.
Aunties and a Mic, the podcast about grown folks ish. I am your girl, V with the T, and I have with me Weekday with the Everyday Drama and Ms. Bookworm with the Read. What's up, ladies?
Hey,
What's
hey,
up? What's
hey.
up?
How y'all doing? What's going on?
It's cold.
Not much. Yeah, it's cold. It's real
Listen,
cold.
this weather, it don't know whether it want to be cold, hot, down here in the dirty South. It don't know what it want to do. I wake up and it's like freezing. Midday, I go back out. It's hot. It got a mind of its own. But I know y'all cold up there at Jersey. That's
Oh,
and Delaware. That's where I left.
Yeah, it's
it
cold.
is
It's
so cold,
so
isn't it,
cold.
weekday? It's so
It's been cold.
cold.
It's been cold almost every. I mean, well, since do I have my lights on out there? Since yesterday, it was cold yesterday, and now it's cold today. Hold on.
And
I
we have
think
a
I'm
lot
running.
of wind going on up here. A
Yeah,
lot of wind, like scary kind of wind, like just
yeah,
a gust. And I'm like, well, where
yeah.
you come from? It's all pretty out here, but it is
Mm,
really, really
really
windy,
windy.
really
Hmm.
windy. And it almost a nervous kind, the kind that does shake your car, when you're
Yeah,
driving. And I got a big old bus. So that thing starts shaking, I start getting nervous.
yeah. I had to
Yeah,
check my
I know that's right.
roof. The way that wind was
Yeah.
blowing, I had to check my roof. I'm like, what the hell? Like it sounded like something that was coming off the sides. So, but nothing came
Mm-mm.
off. So it's a good thing. It's a good. It's a good day.
Yeah. So what's going on with you weekday? What you been up to?
Oh, girl, you know what? Yeah, you have to. You know how like you feel like you might be a ticking time bomb, but you're just trying to
Yeah.
pull it all together. Yeah,
I'm a Taurus. Hello.
yeah. I feel. I've been feeling that way. I've been like, okay, yeah, we go. But you shouldn't do that because it's like an internal stress that you put on your body when you do that. But like these last couple of days, like yesterday, I think it was two people that almost took me there, and I said, you know what? If I say what I'm getting ready to say, they're gonna have to find some bail money. But no, but really, I went to the Y. Like we go, me and my mom go on Mondays and Wednesdays to like a women's and weight class to work out
Oh.
for 45 minutes. Yeah, we do it like on it's like 11 o'clock on, and I'm always running late. It starts at 11:15. So I get to the Y. You scan your little card. So the guy, I hear it said it did the beep like it normally does, but it did another beep. He said, "Wait a minute." I'm like, "Okay." He said, "You sure you scanned the right card?"
How many Y cards you got?
Mm, I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "You need to rescan." And I was 2 seconds saying, "Mofo, listen, I pay this damn membership for the last 3 years, every month on time. They take it. It's a you know how like you have those auto pay things. So I don't even like. I'm not trying to pay the bill. The bill is just getting paid. And it took all of me not to say anything to him. So in my crazy thoughts, and I want to keep myself busy. I've been keeping busy. So I'm in the midst of painting my powder room black. But I had
Ooh.
to yeah, I had to determine if I wanted to keep the cabinets because they were like a chocolate brown or whatever. So my neighbor's like, I'm pretty sure they would try to paint the cabinets white. So that's what I'm doing right now is trying to paint the cabinet white. So I got to Home Depot because I needed all my supplies. And so as I'm leaving, I see this guy, one of them chalk folks. They're talking to another chalky. And so a couple. And so he says, I hear him saying, they asked for some bags. I don't really ask for bags and stuff because I know they
Oh
charge,
yeah.
yeah. So I said, I just kept bringing my stuff. And he said, you gotta watch these people. They be stealing and everything. So, okay. I didn't know where that was going. So as I was
I did.
proceeding out the store, I normally don't take my receipt. I usually have them email me because I'm not good with holding on to that damn paper. So
Me
I had it.
neither.
I had it. It was in my hand. He was like looking like he was getting ready to ask me for the receipt. I'm like, Mister, you asked me for this receipt. We are going to jail today. Now I done put up with the other asshole at the Y this same day at the hour workout, and now here you come asking me about receipt at the damn. You saw me ring everything at that Home Depot. I mean, because it was the self service. So again, I'm back to the self service shit. People,
Oh
get your people on the
yeah,
register. Let's just
yeah,
stop the bullshit. Because if you're so scared people are stealing, why would y'all get on the register? Then you can ring
yeah.
every little fucking thing I have in my hand, and we don't have to go through this. But you get ready, stop me at the door. And then he looked up at me, and I gave him the look like, I wish a motherfucker would. I did. He said, "Oh, you have a good day." I said, "You have a blessed day," and kept walking. Don't you know that damn
Why do
receipt
we
flew out of
always
my
say
fucking
you have
hand
a
because the wind
blessed
was so
day?
damn
When we
windy?
Not me. I'm
when we
now.
when we mad,
Have
why
the
why black people do that? Why we be like, you have a blessed day? I
knowing
had
I
to
don't
cuss
mean it.
somebody out.
Because you know what? Because
You know you don't mean
you
it.
know what it is? Because I had no, no, no. I'm gonna say this because I have to call. I had to call on God to keep my patience. So I need to say
Yeah.
something that's gonna make me revert back to that train of thought of wanting to show my ass and say, you know what, and forgot that God was like, girl, like that. I do truly think that we have that one devil on the one shoulder and
Oh, we
the
do.
saint on the other,
Yes.
and we all do. We walk with it, right? So when I say have a blessed day, that's to really calm me. It don't have nothing to do. I don't give a fuck if he has a blessed day. Let's be honest. People, if y'all hear me say that to you, let me know. Let me tell you, I don't give a fuck about you. I
Nope.
am trying to keep my psych. I'm trying to keep the world is crazy, and I'm just trying to keep myself stable. So when I say that, that blessed day is about me. Me. Because I know if I say words like that, that means that okay, I'm going into my inner, my spiritual, to pull out that evil and push her back in. That's really what it is. So if y'all hear me say that and I wanted to have some words with you, and you could tell and we would get ready to go there, and I said, you know what, you have a blessed day. It is because I know that my spirit had to come and say, girl, come on, calm down, take some deep breaths. Because it's not about you, because I don't give a fuck. You don't have a fucking blessed day because you don't piss me off in reality. That's how I feel.
Lord Jesus, let us
But
No,
pray.
I got one for you.
black people say that, but I don't believe that that's what you really mean.
Oh,
So
they
let's be
don't.
honest.
No,
They don't.
no,
No, they
And you
don't.
that's
know
what be
what?
cracking me up.
And you know
Mm-mm,
what?
you
You
don't
could
mean it.
start saying, have the day you deserve.
Mhm.
And that's it. All right, have the day you deserve.
But that feels too white. We gotta be real black about this. You have a
Well,
blessed
I
day.
got half of me can say it.
Yeah, you have to.
Have
You
the
can say
day you
that.
deserve.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
the day
So
you deserve.
yeah, see, we ain't bothering trying to find those words because we really want to come from another section of
I
the
know.
world here with us. So that's why we just say you have a blessed day because we know that means for us is really sarcasm and it's not really. We don't care about you having a blessed day. So
At all.
yeah, that's been me. That was me. That's all. Not much going on. A lot going on, but I don't want to have that discussion today. But that was the climax of it.
Speaking of gyms, so I haven't really been to the gym in a long time, and so I decided, recently I was gonna go to the gym. So I get to the gym. I can't figure out which app is for the gym because it ain't the same name as the gym. And I ain't
Oh,
dare ask the people at the desk, so I sat there and scrolled for damn near 5 minutes.
wait a minute. What you gotta so now you have to use your app to get in it. You don't have a
To
card no more?
No, it's on my app. So
Yeah,
I'm scrolling,
yeah. A
trying
lot
to
of people have
remember the name
apps.
of this damn
Mhm.
app. What do it look like? I ain't want to call my daughter and be like, because then she gonna clown me. So I'm just And it's
Oh
early,
yeah.
it's early in the morning because I go like super early in the morning. So I finally find the app. I click it. I'm proud of myself. All right, let's do this. The damn thing say it got to update.
Oh my
I
God.
Oh,
got
Give
back in
me
the
Lord.
car.
give
I
me a
got back in the
card for my
car.
wallet.
I
Nope.
And
I
head back
texted my
home.
bestie. I said, "Listen, I'm not coming back to this damn gym till 2026. This was
Give me a band. Give me something to put on my wrist. Give me a necklace. Give me a card. Give me something other than my phone app. Y'all, I
I
can't
said, this
do it.
don't make no goddamn sense. I said,
Yeah, they
it's
want you to
because
use a
I
phone
ain't been
app anymore.
because I
Mhm.
haven't been here. I haven't been to the gym. That's why it's
Ugh.
updating because it's like you ain't used me in months. So let me
Ugh.
update you and get you up to date.
I get so
Do it.
aggravated. Oh God.
So
Yuck.
yes, I said I try this again in 2026. This was too stressful. I didn't worked out my brain today. That's about all that's getting worked out. I'm going back to bed.
I don't blame you.
So what's going on with you, bookworm?
Yeah.
It's cold. It's cold and it's dark early.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
And that's what you're going to hear me say until it's not cold no more. And it doesn't get dark early. Oh, that's
So
drives
y'all
me
hearing that?
nuts.
We're gonna hear that until probably April of
April.
next year.
Matter of fact,
Hmm.
March. I think the clock goes back in March or April. I gotta look. I just it drives me nuts. I don't like. You know what happens once you get home and you're in your routine? It's like you do everything, and now there's nothing left to do. It's dark. I'm bored. You know, and I'm an outside person, so I'm okay with going outside and hanging outside, but it's less daylight for me to hang out with. And I'm just like, oh, but and another thing, I like to get up in the morning when it's dark. I am a early morning dark person. If I'm getting up at 5:30. I don't want to see any sunlight until almost 7 o'clock. That's what I'm used to. But now I'm up. I'm like, damn, y'all, it's all bright. I like to ease into the day.
Yeah.
Now I'm up and the
Yeah.
day is just here. I'm like, wait a minute, hold it. Like let's everybody pump the brakes and ease into the day. But so it's dark and it's cold, and yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean, by January, what January has it's the longest month in terms of the longest time that between daylight and
Because it's
the
those
sunset and
31
sun.
days.
Yeah,
Yup.
that's right. So by after January, you'll start to see it like get a little bit more lighter at the end of the evening. But I think what is it? It's the longest. They call it. It's the
The
longest days of the year,
solstice.
right?
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's the
solstice.
solstice.
Yup.
Happens then. So you're exactly right.
Oh, I'm just over it.
Well, Mimi's baby
Oh.
started daycare. So he
Oh my
started going to like
goodness.
Yeah.
yes. So Monday was his first day. And today, as we're recording, this was his second day. And yes,
Oh, okay.
I have called that school every day about 10 o'clock after my morning meetings.
Mhm.
How is Mimi's baby doing? I told her today, I said, I ain't calling no more this week. I probably
Hmm,
Mm.
I
lied to
would.
her, but
I
I probably
Yeah,
would.
lied to her, but
you felt like lying
And
to.
believe me, as a person who owned a daycare, we don't mind that you're calling. It's totally okay. We get it. And we encourage that because it's really not about the kid. It's about the adult.
Mhm.
Your child is in good hands. Your child is having fun. Believe me, soon as you leave, those waterworks turn off. I promise you. I promise you.
I
And
don't believe
he's just going to love it. And it's going to get to a point where he's not going to want to come home. And
oh,
that's a
yeah.
whole new battle right there trying to get you home. I remember when my middle child first went, he never wanted to leave the train sets. I'm like, God, I had to go buy a train set for Christmas so he could want to come home. I'm just like, why are you crying the whole 6 minutes from the place home? What's going on? You're going to make them think I'm abusing you at home. Like, dude. But yeah, that's he's doing phenomenal there. It's y'all.
yes, listen, his mama, listen, I'm the one calling. His mama, like, he fine. Let's go.
See,
Come
Yeah,
on.
see,
yeah.
It's
see.
it's me. It's me.
Yeah.
And
And
you
it's
know, my
okay.
kids were never in daycare, so it's like this is new for me
Oh,
too, you
yeah.
Yeah.
know? And so, but she said on Monday, because I was sitting there, I said, let me just have a moment with him. I took him out to the hall, brought him back. She says, listen, she says, I know it might be hard for you, but the best thing for you to do is just walk out.
Get
Yeah. Go
out.
on. Go on now.
I said, walk out.
Yeah. Go
I
Okay.
on
used to
now.
escort them out. Come on, honey, let me tell you. And
Mhm.
you know what? Call up
Yeah.
here. And when you call, I'll probably tell you he's sleeping. He took his nap and everything. But come on, you're gonna be late for work. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Go
we
on
just,
now.
I went on, and we came up in there three. Me and both my daughters came. We done
Oh,
brought him over there.
geez.
But
A
Um,
whole
yesterday,
posse.
yesterday and today, all three of us up in there.
A whole posse.
But I picked him up yesterday, and so when I picked him up, he was at the playground, and I didn't even
Uh-huh.
get to say his name. He saw me, and he started just running. He was just a running. Oh, but as
That
soon as
is
he get home,
so.
he's exhausted. We put
Oh
him in the
yeah.
God,
bath,
yeah.
get him some food.
Yes.
He is in bed
Yes.
by 7 o'clock.
It
Knocked
And
out.
it's
now you.
the best. It's the best routine, honey.
Yeah,
Yep. Get a
so
minute.
I'm excited for him. And they send you, like, when you check him out, you'll get my daughter gets a report that'll
Yep.
tell us, what he ate, how much of his lunch and breakfast he ate and his snack and all the, they have a curriculum, so they'll talk about
Yep.
what they learned so that you can practice it at home. And
I
I'm
even used
loving
to
it.
I used to list how many diaper changes he
They
had. I
do.
used to list
They do
bowel
that
movements
too.
so you could know that they had a bowel movement that day. I would even
Hmm.
be like a good bowel movement, a light bowel movement. Like I was like, I want you to know what your kid did today. So there's no questions. Like you don't
Yep.
have to call me after 6 o'clock because everything you want to know, you know.
And they did it. They break down, how many
Yeah.
diapers, wet diapers, and then they broke down, like,
Hmm.
even with his food, like he ate all his
Yup.
rice, he ate all
Yup.
his corn a day, he ate some of his fajita bowl. Like they
Yup.
they broke down, and I love it. They're
Good.
just,
Good.
yeah,
Make it
yeah.
so
So,
much more comfortable for the
Yeah.
parents and the
mm-hmm,
grandparents. Yep.
yep. So anyway,
All
let's
I,
get
I know you better
into.
get your vitamin C up because kids are full of germs.
Oh my God,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Get
I
your
mean,
vitamin
I
C up
got
because
all
the
my
kids
I
are
got
full
all
of
my
germs.
vaccines,
They're
and
breeders.
I take zinc every night before I
That's
go
what
to
I got to
bed.
do is get
So
my COVID.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I got my
Oh
COVID,
yeah.
got my
I
Yeah.
flu, and I
did
take zinc every day before I go to bed.
I did my
And I
COVID and my flu in the same time, same
Me
arm,
too.
same everything.
Yep.
Let's just get it. Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
Boom, boom. Yep. I do it
Mm-mm.
every year. Same
I wait.
arm,
I
same
waited.
time.
So
So
I got to get
all
my COVID.
righty.
I'm gonna try to get it before the end of this month.
Let's
Please
let's get
do.
it. Let's get into it. So there's so much going on, y'all. This just so much going on. So let's talk about it. So y'all heard, we going I'm trying to decide what we gonna talk about. So y'all did hear about the House and the Epstein
Mhm.
files. What y'all think? Y'all think that it's gonna make it to the Senate floor? And
It did.
He has to.
It
Yeah,
did.
it
They
did
passed it.
it
this
did. And
afternoon. Yep.
Yeah,
oh,
they
okay,
passed it.
okay.
So it's on the president's desk now.
Oh,
Hmm.
see, I
All
missed
he
that
has to
whole
do
step. I've been so
all
busy
he has to
today.
do is sign it. He has to sign
Yeah,
it
Okay,
it went.
and
Yeah, it went this evening. So it's not. I mean, in
okay,
terms of they just waiting for his signature. Hmm.
what do
okay.
you think about them moving it up because they were supposed to move it up? I know well, for nieces and nephews we record on Tuesday. And they bumped it up to today. They were originally supposed to vote on it tomorrow, Wednesday, and they bumped it up. Do you think that the PSA that was shown on the, during the NFL game last night might have had something to do with getting the ball rolling? Because that was shocking to me.
That's a
Epstein's
good.
survivors had put out this PSA video. When I saw it on the game last night, I was like this, ooh. And
Well, they were
one,
out
I'm
today
always
talking.
looking back. I wanted to know, one, how much do you think they paid for that spot? And two, do you think it had anything to do with the moving up the vote or whatever?
Mm-mm. No, I don't.
No?
First of all, they were out today and they were talking, and if anybody has been has had to deal with sexual assault or someone, doing that to them as a child, it's devastating. I mean, and they have to have these women speak on it is much more devastating than you could ever imagine. So I can tell you from someone that was sexually assaulted, it's not as a child. It takes even in adulthood living through that. And then most people know you start talking to me about pedophilia, oh my God, I'm going off. Okay. So I will say that I'm at this big old age of 59. So they did talk to those women. The brother of the young lady that committed suicide, he
Yeah.
talked about how family members had first sexually assaulted her, and then now she dealt with this. Some of those young ladies were they were lost in terms of some of them just didn't know how like kids run away and things like that,
Yeah.
and to take advantage. And there were some that were just taken and whatever. I will say this because a lot of people are saying this, a lot of and I'm a big view, and I looked at Sunny and she said something that's true, and a lot of people have been saying this. He's ready to sign this and go off because now he wants to go after the Democrats. So
Yeah.
while the case, like everybody was like, and our favorite asshole was saying, why didn't Biden's administration didn't do it? People, and he said, my people looked it up. I don't know how to Google. I think people missed the word. I'll spell it out for you. It's google.com. Okay. And if you don't know the law, which you seem like you don't, but we know a lot of people love criminals because they're criminals themselves. In the law, if something's under investigation, you cannot tell evidence. You're not
Mm.
allowed to give any evidence away until that investigation is done. So they're saying now he wants that Pam chick to go after and
Bondi.
say, find the files that had the Democrats in it. Right? Yeah, Bondi. I know her last name. Don't worry about it. She needs to be under bondage. But
Lord
that's what
Jesus.
that's what they said. So now she's gonna start and open the investigation the minute he signs off on it. So at that point,
Yep.
now we're gonna be at a standstill. Now,
Because
if you
they
guys
can't
would like to
release it.
know that those the 22,000 emails. Now, first of all, I'm gonna tell you guys, and I've known you be probably almost to over 10 years, and but I know my family members all of my life. I don't remember us sharing even 22,000 texts with my name in it.
How
How the
about that?
hell you have your name in 22,000 text emails,
Emails.
and you're saying you weren't friends with that person? My family members didn't have me in 22,000 texts or emails ever. I could count them all over the
I don't think I had
years.
that many
But you're saying you weren't
conversations.
friends with this person. That's right, exactly. You were not friends with somebody that had your name mentioned in 22,000. Let's put those 3 zeros behind that. Then listen, we are delusional here. So I truly believe that he
Big
wants it
time.
done so we can still hide him. But you guys have to remember those 22,000 emails was not given by the Justice Department. If everybody doesn't know, Epstein still has estates. And so he has people that manage his estate. They are the
Hmm.
ones that released them. Just think about it. The Justice
Hmm.
Department did not release them. They were the ones. So I don't know if somebody's going to tap them again to say, okay, give us some more because now they're going to try to hide this evidence. We'll see. It
I
is what
find it
it
funny
is.
that it's coming back down to
I want justice
emails.
for those women.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Full justice. Over.
Well,
I want over
they
justice for them.
see. Yeah. So this is the problem. People said, well, why don't you just give the list? Well, a list is not valid because a
Mhm.
list is something that you could just like we do a grocery list. There's no validity in a list. those emails and those documents are what makes and gives some validity to what they're saying. I want those
Credence
women to
to it.
get justice for this disgraceful act. Yeah, and I mean, when I saw someone say, and God forbid she has the same last name as me,
Oh,
said, "Well, they weren't 8-year-olds, they were 15."
oh yeah.
Girl, are you serious?
She's a
But
mess.
this
She's a
this
mess.
is when we see that people this is where we see that people follow, and that women, are y'all complacent with that? Would you like that to be one of your children, that you can easily say, "Well, he wasn't after 8-year-olds. He was just they were 15." And what did 15-year-old make you valid? I actually, and I'm going to get off this in a second, because Matt Gates, y'all remember him? Y'all know who
Yep.
Matt Gates is, out of Florida, the Republican that they would not let him get a cabinet position. Well, a young lady that was 17 years old talked about how she had been like a runner, what she had been, mistreated at home. She had ran away, and she said the reason why she went and had these activities, and I'm gonna call them activities, why she had this relationship with Matt Gates. Do you know what she said that she wanted from the money? Because people were like, no, she was after the money and whatever. Well, let me say this, and for you young women out here, that y'all might be giving it up for Chanel bags and Gucci's and whatever things that
Tell
don't
me
really have
about it.
value after a while. This
Nope.
young lady said, I mean, maybe the Chanel bag or a Birkin, but let me say this. This young woman said that she did it because she needed some braces.
Yep.
Braces for
My
her teeth.
God.
So my point in saying this is that we're talking about a 17-year-old, and you think she's so mature that she can deal with a grown man, in a relationship with a grown man, and she said all she was looking for was somebody to so she can go to the dentist to get braces for her teeth.
That's a damn shame.
My God, there is something wrong with this
Today.
system, and that's all I'm going to say.
I'm just interested in how all of this is going to roll out. And I keep it in the back of my head where I'm like, we have 3 more years of this, 3 more years of something. We don't even know what one day leads to we don't, just like you said, V, it's been a long day. You just missed that piece of news that we caught. I'm telling you, I go to bed sometimes so early now that it's dark, and I don't know
Mm.
what I'm waking up to in the morning. Like what happened overnight, especially because he gets his little Twitter fingers going overnight. It's like, what is today going to hold? And we have 3 more years of this. This has been the longest. And I was signing in today. I had to get a procedure, an endoscopy today, and I was like, oh, what's today's date when I was signing? And she was like, the 18th. And I'm like, damn it, we're at the end of the year. And this to me has been the longest year ever. I'm like, when we do our end of the year wrap up type thing, it's so much on there that you can't even pick and choose what's the most important or what was the highlight or what. Everything has just been nuts for 11 months. 11 months. It has been crazy. And I just can't fathom that we're have 3 more years of this. It's coming down to emails, which is the irony for me. The whole Hillary Clinton email. And I'm like, damn, look at how full circle it comes back. And it's going to come back more and more and more, because now that I'm thinking, like you said, weekday, I haven't had 22,000 conversations verbally with my family. And that'll tell you so. with my immediate, these clowns upstairs. I haven't had 22,000 conversations with them. But if you look back, see, I like to look at the smaller little details. Emails. Look how long we've gone, how far we go back. emails at the time when Hotmail and honey, I had a Prodigy account and your AOLs and your dial ups,
Yes.
the paper trail, the things that we have put out there. If we haven't been saying it for a few years, we need to say even more now. Have y'all not watched The Wire? Any LA Law, Crime Victims Unit, all of NCIS, you name it, they're out there. You haven't watched this stuff. You can't talk on the telephone. Like, I mean, even The Wire taught us to do burner phones. These
Right.
email, I mean, just how much a digital footprint each of us
Forever.
have. Ever,
Forever.
we say ever and ever and ever. Like even
Cause I still got
after
my
you're
Hotmail account.
gone. Oh,
I
And it
still have a
doesn't
Hotmail
matter that
account.
you listen, my mama still got an AOL account. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
what? But it doesn't matter, even if you erase things, erase text
it
messages, erase
doesn't
emails,
matter.
and you have a criminal case, they can pull all of that back up. It's still there.
I'm
Anything you put
like,
in
damn
writing
it,
is there for
man.
life.
For life.
Big
It's
Brother
just
is
really just
seriously watching you, and it don't have anything to do with 1984. You hear
mm-mm,
me? Nothing.
nothing.
Anything.
Nothing. Nothing. I've
And
had that
that's what
email
I
account
find. Yes, I find
since
that so
1994.
crazy,
Hotmail.
right? I
Yeah. It's
I find
22
that
years.
so the emails and emails and emails. And my
32.
thing is, as you're
32. Mhm.
typing up these emails, do you not know that you're just typing up shit that you shouldn't have a paper for? Now diaries and journals and those kind of things, I think are very important for documentation for history's sake. I do time capsules with my class every year. I even do a bingo board at the beginning of the year for predictions for the upcoming year, World Series, Super Bowl. The kids like to get, I save those things because I'm like blown away with how much and how far we've come. And it's just like, y'all, I want to just do sign language from here on out. I don't want to talk to nobody. I
Mm-mm.
don't want to email nobody. I don't want to text nobody. I don't even want to send my husband a little, here, wait till I get home. Or, you do a little bathroom running. You be like,
Uh-uh.
hey, in the bathroom. And hey, send them little, I don't even want to send them to my own damn
Nah.
husband no more.
I'm
God
gonna get
damn.
me an AI computer. I'm gonna get me an AI robot. Let them do all the talking so I can say, you know what? I can't guarantee what they're gonna say, but they're not
This
me.
is
I mean, because
just
it's crazy.
mind blowing. It's
But I'm
mind
telling
blowing
you,
to me.
I'm suffering from PSTD. I told my mom I had to stop. I had to get offline. I had
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah, you
stop
need to.
because this really literally and I'm not working, and I'm just keeping myself busy, that this will drown you. This really
Yep.
this stuff that's going on will drown you, and we got to figure out. I mean, what happened to our people on the boots on the ground? Somebody, could you help us black people get back onto the cycle that we stop giving a fuck, and we need to go back to our dancing, playing cards, spending more time with family. I would hope that this Christmas that you guys stop
And
this gift
yeah.
shit and start focusing on, let's spend some more time with our families. Let's help
Yeah.
our families grow. We're seeing ourselves going back to a time, and like you said, and you're so right, Miss Bookworm, everything goes full circle. Y'all guys don't even know.
Yes.
We are just
Yep.
Oh,
spinning back to where we started from. If y'all don't really understand and don't know your history, and so this would be a good time for us to refocus. I mean, for the mere fact that we went and did this Target thing, right? Think about everybody, and we kept talking about the Montgomery, Alabama bus boycott. We were back there. We were there. Okay. So, guys, and if you guys don't know, and you don't really, we still have to worry about our civil rights. We didn't start getting civil rights to what? 1964. That wasn't, we haven't even been in this for 100 years yet.
ask your
Think
grandparents,
about
y'all.
it.
Ask
Yeah.
your aunties, your elders. Get
Mhm.
with them and say,
Yeah.
yo, what was going on? Tell me something.
Yeah.
The stuff that my
Yeah.
auntie is in the rehab. She'll be 96 in 3 weeks, 3, 4 weeks, a month from today.
Wow.
So
God bless her.
the things she's telling me, and I'm like, even with Jim Crow, how she couldn't eat they had the five and dimes right there in
Mm,
town, how they had to come in the back door, how they were allowed to get ice cream and milkshakes, but they weren't allowed to sit there and enjoy them. They
mm,
had to take them out. You had to go in the back. You had to stand up. You couldn't do these kinds of things. And this was in a really small town in New Jersey that this is, so I'm
mm,
thinking maybe I'm not from Montgomery, Alabama, or in Chicago when they were doing their thing, even in Oakland with the Black Panther. But every single state has had something going on, and you have elders and you have your parents, even telling my children what it was like. I had to explain clicking over to them when there was a busy signal. A busy signal? Yeah, call waiting. We had to make emergency breakthroughs and shit like that. They're like, huh? I'm like, oh my God, I just be wanting to slap them. But then I'm like, yo, y'all were born into a digital technological age. We weren't. And then think about it. Your grandparents weren't. And I'm still writing paper checks for my auntie's bills. Now, come on. We in
Whoa.
2025 where everything's digital.
Whoa.
I'm still writing out her paper checks, going to the store asking for stamps. Like, as
Wow.
far as we have come, and you sit there, it's full circle, but we have advanced in such a time where we can go back and check and see what bullshit was going on, and now we are to hold you accountable in the present so
Mm,
that the future, we know what we dealing with, and not only we know what we dealing with, y'all know what you're dealing with. Y'all know
mhm.
what you're dealing
Yep.
with when you're coming
Yeah.
for us now, so at this, I encourage for this holiday season, Thanksgiving is next week. Talk, communicate, have conversations, play card games. Oh my God, my dad rest in peace. They used to play cards after Thanksgiving dinner, and he's the type that would have flipped the table. Oh, he's flipped the table. He's flipped a table or two. Get back to flipping tables. Get back to, the music that's playing. Get back to dinner being ready at 4 and y'all ain't eating until 7. Get back to going around the block with your cousins. Dispensaries are all over the place now. Let's get back to that. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's see what's going on, and learn something. I just want, if every one of us can just ask someone who is a generation above us, or came before us, just ask them anything and get their opinion on it and see. We A lot of us don't document things as far as writing journals and everything. I keep a calendar, and I keep all my calendars. I keep a paper I have all my calendars from years past, and even looking back and saying, damn. So, let's get back to learning what we've been through, what we're going through, so that we know what we're headed to.
Where we're going. That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
And this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. Get it all out. Hey, Thanksgiving is the time to have see where your folks stand on stuff, and then cuss them the fuck out and keep it pushing.
That's right.
Dessert,
And still love on them. Yeah.
dessert. That's it.
Mm,
So we not touching this whole $2,000
mm-mm.
stimulus check. I'm so
Oh,
tired of people putting this false shit out on the social
Yeah.
media, and I can't. Y'all please stop, okay? Fact check before you go posting stuff
Stop
on social
ignorance.
media.
Stop
and
being
ain't
so
that how
ignorant.
he? I'm sorry, ain't that? I shouldn't be saying ain't. Isn't that how what he ran on? And then the okey
Hmm.
doke ghetto mentality folks voted for him based on the stimulus you got last year. And now you hear something about $2,000 and your ears are perking up, ain't it? Okay. You ain't
and
learned something from 5
yeah,
years ago,
and
did you? Hmm.
right. And he already talking about, well, we working on that for not, for next year. That's because
For next
next
year,
year is the midterms. He ain't
Yeah.
midterm
stupid.
elections.
Don't
But
fall for the
y'all gotta
okey doke.
remember, let me say
Don't fall
this.
for the okey doke.
Mike Johnson said in the beginning of the year, there will be no stimulus check. He already
He
said
said
it.
it.
Guys, do y'all understand, even though they are giving him a lot of free reign, Congress
Has to
is the
vote on
power
that.
of the purse. They
Yeah.
handle the money. Why do you
Yep.
think we were in a shutdown? If he could have changed it, he would have turned the switch back on. He did not,
Whew.
because
Yes.
Congress is the power of the purse. They made decisions about the budget. That's it. So I don't know where y'all don't know how to Google still. Y'all don't know. Y'all still there. Y'all still at
No,
that
because
point.
they depend on Twitter and
Yeah.
Instagram and
There is
Snap and
some
whatever
guy.
else is out there.
So this one guy was like, "We're getting $5,000 to $8,000, brother, brother.
Where he getting that
I don't know what you're
from?
gonna sell.
Listen,
I
they making a
yeah
amounts. They making up
yeah yeah
what the
yeah
cutoff amount is for
yeah.
your family salary. Listen, stop putting this shit out on
It's
Facebook
a
and
lie.
Instagram and
Yeah
TikTok because you lying to people. People out here going spending money they ain't got because they think money coming. Stop.
yeah.
It's too close to the holidays to be
And
playing with people's emotions like that. People, stop,
if you
stop.
send those stimmies out, that's going to send us into an inflation again. I'm telling
He's
you,
not.
it's
There's not gonna.
it's
The
you can't
director
do
of
it.
Treasury, the Department of Treasury, the Treasury Secretary said, "Well, we don't know if we'll send out a check. We might give something and give y'all a $2,000 deductible."
Credit,
Y'all,
a
that's a
credit, tax
credit.
credit.
That means you
That's a
ain't
tax
never
credit.
touching that goddamn money, you stupid asses. Because they already raised your damn taxes. Because they're trying to give the rich our money. So yeah, they may give you $2,000 towards your deductible, you dumbasses. But that $2,000 has already been spent anyway because you're gonna pay in taxes. You still gonna get that same tax return. So I want to see
There
y'all roll
isn't
back around.
$2,000 to give
There,
us. There isn't.
there's not. That's right. That's it. That's why I said it would be called a credit. Did y'all ever hear that a credit is like paper that is worthless unless you can spend it, and you ain't gonna be able to spend that
You
damn
see me
credit?
pulling the credit out the air? That's where your credit is. Look,
Yeah, it's right
go
there.
get some
Catch
credit
it.
out the air. That's all
But
it is.
I think this would be a good time to talk about this 50-year
Yes,
mortgage at this point.
that was about to be my next question to
Yeah.
y'all. So I mean,
Let me get my
Okay.
listen,
calculator because I can't
I'm not
even
a
think that
I'm
far in
not a
advance.
mathematician. I'm not a finance guru. I got a degree in HR and criminal justice pre-law, so I don't know nothing about no money. But when it comes to my dollars and cents, I know a lot. And speaking of dollars and cents, this don't make
Common
no
sense.
sense.
Okay. So if you guys want to know,
Who getting a
so
50-year mortgage? First of all, what age do we typically even get a house? You know how long you gonna be paying on that goddamn house, and don't let you take out a second mortgage. Okay, I'm
Who?
done. Go ahead.
Who? 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 You want to put a
okay.
second mortgage? That will give you a chance to take out a third. Oh my God, my heart is palpitating.
Okay, so let me say this, and I had somebody said something to me, and okay, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. First of all, I like you guys to know, math was my major, right? That's why I probably am in the computer world. But I'm like V, my degree is in HR, but math was my thing. So I can tell you for $400,000, that's the average amount of what
Average
people
media, yep,
spend.
a
Yeah, the
home.
median, okay, home that people buy at a current at the current rate. I think what is it, 6.68 or something if you get a good rate. And this is guys with 20% down, right?
That's
So
20.
20% down, that's $80,000 that you have to have a loan. But your credit score, they're going to change the credit score too, which is much more dangerous than this 50 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Oh
what you
yeah,
so
I ain't even touch
Yeah.
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Mhm,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're gonna change it, but they're gonna ramp up. excuse me, rates, and
Mhm.
you might have to buy. If people don't understand mortgage, you buy points. So the points
Yep.
is to take down the rate. Okay, if y'all don't understand that part, I'm just gonna give you a little education. It's to take down the rate from somebody that's bought 3 homes in my lifetime. My first home I bought at 32. So could you imagine? So I'm gonna say at 32, I'm not 32 now, I'm 59, but at 32, buying a house, because most people don't buy a house in their 20s. We try to convince them. We really should start convincing our young people to try to buy their first home in their 20s, condo or something. But most people, they live in the live, right?
With what? Yeah. With
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Okay, so at this point, you're at 400,000. You probably got interest rate, and that depends on how good your credit is. Because remember, even though they might take down the credit rating of what you might have, you might have to buy up points to get a better rate. Because you're not gonna get a great rate no matter what they say. The current credit score you have to have is a 620, right? Now you gotta put 20% down. We're not talking about FHA loans, so we're gonna go back to that
No.
one. So I'm gonna be quick on this one. At a 50-year mortgage, your mortgage, this doesn't include the taxes or the homeowner insurance, which is included in that. Your mortgage would be $2,200 a month. Okay,
Okay.
straight up at this current rate. At
Yep.
50 years, by the time that the 50th year happens, if you survive that 50, right? If you're still here that 50th year, you would have paid $1.6 million for that
For your
house.
house. Yep.
For your
For
house.
your
That
house.
is the
Yep.
math. People, I did the amortization, right? Amortization, excuse me, is the wording.
Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
that is the amortization on a home. It's probably closer to 1.7 million. It's like 1.6, $1.7 million. That's for a 50-year fixed mortgage. Now I said you put your 20. So if you go to FHA and put that 3.5%, but you still have to pay the PMI. And remember, if you guys don't know and you're ignorant about PMI is a
Pers-
mortgage insurance that protects the bank, the person that
Not
you
you.
not you, but the
Not you.
bank who you have that mortgage with, whoever that mortgage company is. If you start figuring it out, you would pay at like $2,900 a month, and you would have actually paid almost $2 million for a house that may have increased and got up to maybe $600,000. That would be now you're trying to sell your $600,000 house, but you don't pay 1.6 million. You will never see that money. So first of all, don't get in that car because it is a fucking stolen car. But somebody said to me, if you're older, this could work to your advantage. Many people that are get ready to retire, if you have enough money, they know damn
You
well
have to
you
have
ain't
the
gonna live
money.
50 years.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and this is the thing that we need to. I know we help our nieces nephews. I want to also tell our future retirees: if you're gonna buy a home, buy it before you leave the
You
workplace,
have to. You have to.
because you have to, because you will never have enough money. Because mostly they take 4 times
They're
your
not gonna
salary
give
for
it.
that type of
Yeah, and
house,
then they're not
and
gonna give it to
I'm
you.
gonna give it to you. But if you're still working up until, I think right now the age of 67, girl, we don't never know how far we're
67.
gonna have.
Yeah,
And
67.
that's and I want to leave this in mind. If I took that mortgage at 32, I would be 82 by the
Hmm.
time I would have paid it off. Guys, do you also understand that this is the need to what? To keep your asses fucking working, because people are living
For the
longer
rest of your life.
of
Yep.
your life. That you will never stop working and you won't collect Social Security. Y'all don't see the game here, baby, because the game is bigger than what y'all think it is. It's not just about that 50-year mortgage. They know that you don't want to lose your house. So what you're going to do? We are seeing people live up to the average. I think one man lives to 77.
And the
Women
woman
are
is a
living
little bit older.
82.
Yeah.
So guess what? 82 to 86. So they know that people are living longer. This is why they're mad about this Social Security, because people are living longer, so they're collecting the check. So now they're going to raise the age for
Hmm.
retirement, so you can get your Social
Hmm.
Security check
It's gonna
on
hit
top of
70
that.
by the time I get
Yeah,
around there. And I'm
and
53.
by the time, you're gonna have to you're gonna keep working with
Yeah.
somebody up until that time because you don't want to lose that house that is fucking upside down in value.
Yep.
I'm gonna step away
And
from
then
that.
there's
I'm
going
gonna
to
let y'all
be
marinate on that one.
it's going to be crazy because now the demand is going to go up because the people are going to take it. Because if you think about it on the flip side, not taking any of what Weekday set into consideration, these folks will go out and just have a home. They just got a home. That's all that matters to them. Not that they're going to be paying on this home until they're 80 something years old. All that's in their house is I can get a home for a small for I can afford it, but I can't afford it, you know? And if they stretch it out, mortgages started out 10, 15 years. We got the 30 years for a reason. There was a reason.
Hmm.
This was the reason. 50 is not even conceivable. But to people who have other struggles, to them, it's just, I can get a house. Now it's gonna the credit ratings, like you said, the percentages, the prices of homes. All right, this 50-year mortgage go through, and I'm looking at my husband like, let's put this on the market because we can get
Hmm.
somebody. There any
That's right.
like
Exactly.
really folks like myself who have been in we have been in our home going on 20 years. 20 years. Now for a 30-year mortgage, we still get, we would still have 10 years to go. We don't, but we do have it where, oh, y'all doing 50-year? Then there's folks like us who have homes that I'm ready to downsize and put everybody out. Or I'm ready to downsize and we all tighten up. But y'all want this one for 50-year? Oh, then I can put a price tag on it that I
Hmm.
would never had a chance to put a price tag, that kind of price
Hmm.
tag on it at all.
Exactly.
Because we bought at 10 years ago at the height of the
Hmm.
housing market. And within 1 year, our neighbors behind us, it dropped and they got their same house for 100 grand less. I was sick. 1 year, sick. I told my husband, that shit come back around again, we doing it. Now, COVID hit. Everything kind of went wonky then. That was the perfect time for someone like us to hurry up and sell and downsize.
Hmm.
But we were going in the opposite direction in COVID. We were buying something else instead of selling. But hindsight is 2020, whatever. But
Hmm.
if we, kind of if you would have known, but we in the same token, we bought and we will never be able to buy at that price
The
again.
price again.
Ever, ever,
Not that.
ever, ever,
Let me tell you something.
ever,
I bought my house
ever,
in
ever,
COVID.
ever.
I
Yeah,
will
that
never be
yes.
able to get this
You
interest
will
rate
never
ever again. And that's why my ass is here. I dare somebody say you got to go. Oh no, fuck, we ain't going nowhere. Where the hell I'm going? At
and
the percentage I got that interest rate.
yep,
Listen,
because it
I
was your
paid less
living
than
home.
that's right. I paid less. I pay my mortgage. Let's not talk about taxes and insurance. My mortgage is $1,353 a month. Where the hell am I living in a three-bedroom with a garage in the backyard for
Not
thirteen
no
hundred and
more.
fifty-three dollars
Not
a
no
month?
more. Not no
Not
more.
not no more. Not no more. So guess what? We're gonna just cool our heels here. We sitting back. But I wouldn't sell at
Because there's
even at
two
the height.
there's two sides to this
Yep.
50-year
That's
mortgage
corn. That's right. Yeah.
Now, would you sell at the height again? It all depends on the
Mm,
situation. We have grown children. We have children going into college. We have one that just finished college, one that's going to college next year, and one 3 years behind him. So you kind of got to get your own situation and lay it out on paper. But for someone fresh out of college, the only way I could see this working is for someone who just so happens to everything falls in place at age 25. That's
or
the
retiring. or somebody that's getting ready to
Yeah, yeah.
retire.
Yeah, yeah. But see,
That would be
someone
the
like us, we could retire, but we're nowhere like, 10, 15 years. We're nowhere near that. But yes, if you're a first time home buyer,
nobody. Yeah. Yeah, I
if you're a
saw that
first
Atlanta
time
said
home
that
buyer,
they they have
that
programs up
might
to
work.
they're giving I think Atlanta was saying somebody was out there saying that Atlanta is giving up to $45,000 in assistance for first time home buyers. So if you're a
Yeah,
first time home buyer, yeah. So I mean, but you
my
could get to
tenant is
selling.
going through that now.
Yeah.
I have a tenant
Yeah.
who would like
Yeah.
to purchase my house or do something, but she's
Somewhere else.
going as a
Mm.
first time home buyer. So she
Home
either
buyer.
wants to purchase
Hmm.
my house or go somewhere else and purchase, and then her sister will take over her lease in the
Yeah.
house we have now. But she's going under the assistance. And also, people, there is like HUD out there, there's certain programs out there that is very helpful. So if you're, because we have a 27-year-old and we're looking like, how would this work out for him and everything like that. So there's three sides to the
Hmm.
50-year
This story.
mortgage coin. Yeah, there really is. So put extra research into it.
Mm-hmm.
Find out what kind of programs are out there for first time home buyers. What's going to happen is it's going to make all these folks go into the military in order to be able to buy a home.
Yeah.
Because
Get a
believe me,
VA
when
loan.
I was in the 80s and early 90s, people were going into the military for an education.
Hmm.
Okay. People will go into the military to further their life. That really, if they have nothing more to kind of fall back on, the military was a good place to start. I'm just going to say that the military was a good place to start with the VA loans and things of that. So just there are programs out there while they're out there. And before another government shutdown and they throw all these programs away and all of that, just see what's out there. It doesn't hurt to research. It doesn't cost to research. And then
Read.
there are classes out there. There are classes. There are people where
Free.
everything isn't a scam. Everything isn't a scam, but you can really do your own research to be prepared with who you need to see next, and prepare yourself to not be scammed, not be hoodwinked, or not get yourself tied up into an investment that will pull you underwater. Don't do it. And
Mhm.
don't buy
You're
no
right.
house with somebody that you're not legally binded to, marriage and all of that. Don't get into
Say
that
that
shit
again for the
neither.
people in the back. Say that again for the people in the back.
Do not, do not purchase a
Girl.
home if you are not legally tied to each other, bound to each other by some way. That could be friendships, that could be partnerships, that could be two sisters buying a house together, a sister or a brother buying a
Exactly.
house together. I just went through that and deed changes and everything this week, because back in the day, I helped my brother purchase a house. Now we're here 20 years later and we're signing over deeds and things like that. Be very, very careful when buying a house is not buying a car. Again, buying a house is
Mhm.
not buying a car. Getting into business with someone, you have to have your T's dotted and your I's, no, your T's crossed and your I's dotted when you make big purchases like that. Your credit is at stake, your finances is at stake, and you could be homeless.
Mhm.
So do your due diligence. It is not something that you should enter into lightly.
Woo. All right. Listen, I agree with everything y'all said. Um, and Bookworm, I think you summed it up best. Do your research.
That's it.
Make sure you're getting second opinions. Make sure you truly understand what you're doing. And please, please, people, read the fine print. It's
That's
fine
it.
printed for a reason. They don't want you to see what's there. Read it. Make sure you understand what you are signing. I don't care if it takes you hours. Let them
Don't
know
matter.
I'm gonna need to take this paperwork. I'm gonna need to look over it. We come back to this table. I can sign it, but you sit there as long as you need to and read every letter on that paper. Trust me.
Let me
And if
tell you
you don't
something.
understand something, ask questions. There's
Go
never a
find
dumb
free
question
legal
when it comes to your
services.
money. There is
Yup,
no
legal
question
aid.
is a dumb question. Period. So I just
Pay for a real
wanted to
estate
say that.
attorney. I think people need to start paying for a real estate attorney because
Mhm.
I think in the state of Delaware, we don't have title companies. Like in Jersey, when I bought my first house, it's a
Yeah.
title company. You go to the title company, girl, they want you in there 15, 20 minutes. That's all they're giving you for to read that paperwork. And they want you out. In Delaware, where I live at now, you bring in your own real estate attorney. So they've gone over those contracts. Yeah, you pay a fee, like you pay a fee at the title company, but it's worth it. I will say this: I don't know why people think, and I've heard these stupid, and I'm not saying some people that it's not true, because some things there are people that are predatory lenders, and we'll see them when we start talking about this 50-year mortgage. We're going to see the predatory lenders come back, like they were back in 2008, 2009. If you guys are not familiar with it, but people forget so fast, like they forgot about COVID, and that's why they voted this fool back in. But we're going to move on, okay? But I will say this. You get a HUD 1 form before you go to that settlement table. The HUD 1 form tells you everything you're paying for. If you got a question when you get to up and you at the title company, or you're sitting and with your attorney there, because he's gotten that information too. The title company has gotten that information also. You need to ask questions then. Stop being so overly excited about something that you don't read the fine print. And V is
Right.
correct. People are not reading the fine print. When you're buying these new home constructions, they only have the taxes on the land, not the
Not the
property.
property.
So what
Not the
you need to
property.
do is you need to go, and guess what, guys? Information is out there. It's free 99. Google it. You will find out how much of the taxes are in that area. So normally when there's new construction, add $2,000 or $3,000 to the tax amount for probably those homes in that area. You can go out to Zillow and find out that information.
Oh
It
yeah, they
is
give you that. Yeah.
Zillow gives you like the previous taxes, but when you got brand new construction, I've heard people say, "My mortgage went." No, your mortgage didn't go up. You didn't read that fine print that told you
Your
that the
taxes
taxes
went up.
are only on the and anybody buying new construction. Your taxes at that point, because they have not finished the construction on your street or whatever. They don't know what the taxes are going to be, but you can get an estimate by finding out, going doing research to find out. But those taxes are on property only. Excuse me, on that land. It has not assessed to the property that you are purchasing. I'm
It's
just
hidden
giving y'all
fees
that
out
heads up.
there.
Did we lose her?
I think so. She gave them the heads up. She gave them the heads up. There's that.
Yes.
We
So
could go to a letter as soon as she get back now.
yes. All right, she back.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
All right.
all right, ladies, we didn't schooled our nieces and nephews this week.
Yeah.
Y'all done got
You
what
learned you
Jay-Z
something.
say?
You,
Jay-Z say? I'm trying to give you the game for 9.99.
I'm
So
telling you, learned you something today.
yes.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and just pull out this dirty laundry. Y'all know we got to do our laundry every week. So what we
Girl,
got going on this week,
girl,
y'all?
girl,
Are
listen,
we
this bad.
sprinkling the little snuggle? Sprinkle, sprinkle,
Yeah. I
snuggles.
don't you know what? I think there could be some future sense in a way, and I think that we could see something happen, and the smell might be better on this particular laundry, but we're gonna find out because I'm gonna see what you said. So I named this letter Two Men and a Problem. Okay. So Aunties, I am divorced 39-year-old female with three kids, a boy and two girls. My ex-husband and I are co-parenting, and everything was good until I started dating someone new. We've been dating for 9 months, and now we are talking about getting married and buying a house. He has one son, and our kids seem to get along pretty great. Okay. My ex husband, on the other hand, is having problems with this. He said I'm bringing someone into our co parenting arrangement. He said that since my friend has been around, the kids are distant and do not want to hang out with him as much. He said the kids are intimidated by my new man. On one occasion, my friend reprimanded the kids because they were not cleaning up after themselves. He did not put his hands on them. I did not see a problem with this. I told my ex that he cannot run my household if he does not live here. Lately, he has been coming around and acting rude to my friend. I'm trying to be patient with him. It's not like he's not still with the whore he's cheated on me with. I need to know how to deal with this ongoing conflict. My friend is becoming angry with me because he feels I need to check my ex. He said that my ex is acting like a man holding feelings. What to do? Should I let them fight it out? Well, I don't think that's the answer, right? Girl, okay, you're 37 years old and you're co parenting. And I think that people need to understand you are just being civil for the freaking kids.
That's it.
Y'all don't have to be buddy buddy. Y'all ain't got to be like, hey, whatever. We ain't got to pound it up every time I see you. We are just acting civil in front of the damn kids. So you have every right to have somebody else in your life. You are moving on, right? You do sound a little bitter when you say he's still with that whore to cheat on me with, but you are in front of the kids. Y'all are putting a united front, and I think he's lost the plot in that. It wasn't that you were being nice to his ass because you want to cozy back up and y'all want to jump back into the same thing y'all were in before the divorce. No, you are being pleasant to him because you want the children to feel comfortable with both parents not fighting. I say this all the time, people. You swear your kids don't see the shit that's going on? Kids
And they
see
do.
everything. They hear everything. They hear your mama crying at night. They know when she's stressed. They know more than you ever would think. They're hearing those conversations. You'll be surprised. Your kids are waking up in the middle of the night hearing the arguments. They are seeing and hearing everything. So co-parenting is a great thing. I don't have anything against people
Mhm.
co-parenting,
You
but you
should.
have to do it well. Okay. So now your ex-husband is causing dissension with your new man. Don't you think your kids notice that too? And maybe your kids don't, and he doesn't realize, don't want to go hang out with him because they know if daddy comes around, he's going to have mommy and her new friend are going to be fighting because he's always causing dissension. At this point, you might want to do something where you say, listen, I'm going to drop the kids off at your mother's house and you visit them from there. Okay? Because at this point, he would not be rolling up in my damn house with that bullshit. Why are you why are you causing pressure on my relationship? No, I wouldn't let them fight it out. It's up to you as a grown ass woman to say, listen, either we're going to do one or two things. You're going to stop this damn behavior, or we're going to go back to the courts about visitation, and I'm going to ask for supervised visitation, and I'm going to drop the damn kids off at your mama's house, or I'm going to drop them off at your girlfriend's house because I ain't mad anymore like that. Me and my man will drop the kids off and see how that works. Because that's what I would be doing. I'd be like, no, you know what? You're not coming to my damn house. You're trying to mess up my happy home. You still bringing your bullshit that when you left, took you packed that bag in that damn bag, and I'm saying this figuratively, and that damn bag should have been your bullshit too.
Hmm.
Take it with you. It's not welcome at my home, and soon you will not be welcomed either. And I will say, tell the kids, hey, I know your dad wants to visit you, but we're going to drop you off. We're going to start dropping you off at his house, and I'll pick you up because he is bringing dissension, and he does not realize those kids are sensing it, and they know their mama's happy now with somebody else. So no, they don't want to hang out with his ass. It's not that they don't want to hang out with their father and see him. It's because you're bringing right and you're bringing problems to the household that it seems like the kids have become comfortable with you and your new man. So that's my advice. If you tell that motherfucker that he gonna have to either pull it together or we're gonna do something a little bit different where I'm gonna drop them kids off at your mama's house, or I'm just gonna bring the kids myself, and me and my man is coming to drop them damn kids off. So you pick your damn poison at this point, but you're not coming into my household starting that bullshit. And that's how I feel about it. Miss Bookworm.
I agree, but I think oh Lord, this child. Didn't I just say stop trying to hook up and buy homes after
I know.
Yup.
9 months?
I
You
know.
trying to
Yep.
Yup.
buy a home. Like I got
Yeah.
stuck on that and
Yeah,
then I
I know.
just focused on that. I'm just like, what? You're going through stuff with your ex and you're making moves to start cohabitating with someone who you're still calling your boyfriend, your man, but
Boyfriend.
not
I mean,
once did you
no,
say y'all were
my husband.
engaged,
No.
working through the marriage, preparing for marriage, preparing to buy a
Listen,
house. None of that was
I'm gonna take it.
stated.
I'm gonna take it a step further, Bookworm, because this is what I was gonna mention. She didn't call this man her friend through this entire
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
letter,
But
and
going to
you about
get ready to buy a house
buy a house, get
with
married,
the 50
want to
year
know what to
mortgage.
do,
She
but
getting ready to get the
with the
50-year
with the
mortgage.
got the kids all involved, and you calling him your friend? No, that need to be your man, your man, your
Man,
man. Why you calling
man.
him your
Yeah.
friend? And you talking
Your
about doing all this stuff.
fiance.
Yeah.
All
Your
of that.
fiance.
You
I
you
agree. The
keep
Things
fiance.
that make you
right.
say,
You refer to the ex, which what he is, the ex. But you kept referring to my man or my boyfriend and how the kids are. And I'm just like, you might be cre- she's creating the tension that doesn't have to be there. But I'm not saying it's her fault. She's just creating or allowing the tension that is there to be there. He is your ex. Fool, don't come around here acting all up and I'm doing something. One, why is 9 months? You seem to be happy and playing a lot of house with 3 kids in a 9 month relationship. 9 months. We see what happens in 9 months. We just lived it. 9 months, and you want to have a home with this guy. You want to do all of this. That's fine, but you have to get your past in check. And apparently, the boundaries you didn't set on your ex husband, you now have to set because apparently he's crossing boundaries, he's crossing lines. But did you put those lines and those boundaries up? So now, like Weekday said, we're going to have to figure something out for the drop off and pickup. You're not coming around here no more. Those kids should be old enough. She didn't state how old they were,
Mm-mm.
but they're old enough to be going and coming and knowing and doing all of this. Fine. Make some arrangements for drop off and pickup. You should not even have a conversation. You shouldn't even know who I'm dating. You shouldn't
Mm-mm.
even see who I'm dating. None of that should even be an issue because that's what you're doing. You're dating. But are you trying to play house? Like, I'm confused. You're trying to play house. You don't want your ex involved. He has to be involved because you have these kids. And now you have this new relationship in which you want to now cohabitate with your kids out of another relationship and this new relationship with this man. You got a lot going on. And I don't think you put a year into anything yet. I didn't hear about a year of anything. A year of being an ex wife, a year of being uh, anything, but you're co-parenting. You kept saying co-parent. You can co-parent without your current involved. That is
Mhm.
what it's all about. Co-parent, it's only about the kids. Any relationship that you do that has to do with the kids, I'm pretty sure you can handle it. Any relationship your ex has with a woman, he can handle that with the kids. You can handle what you got going on with the kids. All you need to do is exchange your kids, and if he keep getting crazy, threaten to put a restraining order on his ass. But other than that, why are you moving so fast, so quickly? Why are you going from one situation that has its because you're still talking about, oh, the hoe, he's still with the hoe and all. Okay, so we didn't even
Yeah.
we're still a little triggered for that because you
Mhm.
threw it in and you really didn't have
Yeah.
to. It
Mm.
didn't make the letter or my decision go one way or the next. So we already see where your head is, where your mind is. You want to justify, should I let them fight it out? You 39. Why are you talking about grown men fighting it out?
Mm.
Where's the adult talk in
Mm.
all of this?
Yeah.
No, you trying to keep it cute. Oh, we're going to co-parent. We're going to co-parent and X and all of this. And here it is, you bringing somebody else in that you've only known for 9 months and you're trying to make a purchase. You got it all twisted up. You need to talk to your ex-husband, tell him how it's going to be with the swapping of these kids, and that's the end of that. Keep dating, but you need to date a little slow down. Slow down, because the 9 months got me rattled. 9 months and y'all fitting to do a 50-year mortgage. Get the hell out of here.
So, my take is that you need to set some boundaries. Um, period. Whether you're dating or not, you need to set boundaries. Y'all are co-parents. Y'all are
That's
not
it.
dating.
Mhm.
You are not, he is not to be in your business. You don't need to be in his business outside of them children and what affects those children. And you need to set some boundaries. And you need to be consistent about making sure those boundaries are maintained and
At all
acknowledged.
times.
Yes, like that's there's no need for them to fight it out. You as the co-parent of those children, as the mama of those kids, need to say to that daddy, these are my boundaries. This is what's acceptable. This is not what's acceptable. This is how we going to do this whole drop off pickup, and whatever goes on in my household is my business. Ain't nobody hurting these kids. Ain't nobody, abusing these children. There's You don't need to know what's going on. I ain't asking you about your little hoe over there, as she called her. I, I'm not asking you. You don't need to be asking me about mine.
And she
So set some
probably is. She
boundaries.
might have left that part out. She might have left, tell
You
the whole
right.
story.
You
Yeah.
right. You right. I was
Yeah.
I was I was just telling somebody today. There's always three sides to a story. So you right.
Yep.
You
Yep.
right. Because you ain't calling him your man. He's your little friend over here. But
Right.
she but
But you,
Mhm.
she
but
she got extra
That's
adjectives.
your
So you
answers.
right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be much more
no,
But
to this.
no,
and
exactly.
and to Bookworm's point of view, I know that you didn't ask us this, but we aunties and we gonna always be up in people's business and giving advice that wasn't solicited. So therefore, you need to make sure that you ready to make this kind of commitment. You need a ring on your finger. Marriage date needs to be announced, and the save the dates need to have been mailed out before you think about going and signing any kind of anything to your name with a financial responsibility with this man you just met 9 months ago.
And we can
With
Okay.
speak
kids
on that
mainly.
because she put it in the letter. You
Yeah.
put it in the letter, so we can speak on that. You might not have asked advice on that part, but you put it in, so we gonna give it to you whether you like it or
But
not.
bottom
Exactly.
line is, when you got kids, you definitely don't
Yep.
want to make these kind of
Oh
decisions.
my God.
Girl, somebody could put your ass out in the street with your kids, and now you have nowhere for them to live, because we don't know what people said something. And I read this, and I'll be real quick. They said this, and I had to agree with him. He said that they said the person you married is not the person you divorce. Just keep
Oh,
that in mind.
absolutely not.
Girl,
No. Mm-mm.
girl,
Okay.
you ain't never
All right.
lied. And
Mm-mm.
what I
That
always
is
what I
truth.
always say to my daughters is you need to know somebody for all four seasons. And I'm not talking about literally four seasons. I'm talking about when they happy, when they mad, when they're grieving, when they're
Yep,
Stressed.
when they're
yep,
Mhm.
stressed. You
Yep.
that's
need to
mhm.
know how this person behaves and moves in all seasons and all things
When
that
they
can
broke.
happen through our life.
How to
Exactly.
handle
Because
situations. Yep.
you don't, and if you in this 9 months ain't seen all four seasons, you need to maybe pump the brakes a little bit and just
Buying a
make sure
house.
that you are moving into a situation with a clear head, understanding who this person is. And mm-mm.
You know
Set
what
some
I think?
boundaries with that ex. Set some boundaries. Whether you with a man or not, you need some boundaries in place because he should not feel comfortable enough to even be saying what he's saying to you.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think when you get ready, you know how it's a requirement if sometimes if you have a church wedding or whatever, but marriage counseling. I think there
Yep.
needs to be some counseling for folks that's getting ready to purchase homes together. You could be, well, if you're not I just don't think you should be
No,
making
people
these
I've
commitments.
known I known people that went through counseling and they were just dating that person, like, as singles, because they were talking about
Right.
moving to that next step, but before they thought about talking about that next step, they went to counseling because it is really counseling is important, mainly even
It's
the day that you
effective.
get engaged. It's
It's
effective because
effective.
the
Yes.
things that are asked of you and the things that I asked of him, you don't even think about. And then you start finding out about a person that you're like, okay, I'm not going to really like this person. Is this the same person that was coloring up people? First of all, get your asses off, get yourself off the backs. Okay. You either get off the backs or get off top. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about here. And start focusing on real life things that go on because guess what? All of us are not being horizontal. Okay,
No.
we just are
No.
not. We can't live our
No.
lives horizontal. So you need to know that when you fully are standing, that there are interactions that go on that you either got to be adult about, you guys can act like children about. So then you start in these relationships, find out, okay, wait a minute, you don't like this. I've seen so many people, and as a wedding planner, and I think V could talk to this. I was telling somebody today, I said, I got out of the wedding planning business for a reason because I started becoming a psychiatrist more than the
The
person that was
therapist
helping
for the,
plan.
yeah,
That's right.
you're the
Instead
therapist,
of the
you're the
person
couples
that was planning
therapist.
the wedding. Yeah, I was
Yep.
becoming more of. I had to hear that my sister is getting married. She's mad because I'm getting married. It started going down a road that I was just like, listen, I'm just going to design. I'm going to do some flowers. I'm going to drop a load, and we're going to keep it moving. We'll come back and pick up our stuff, and I like that better because when you're in those cycles, people and mainly people that have not definitely have not gone to counseling, they tell you about anything and you're like, okay, I'm a little appalled by this behavior and you're going to marry them. So I mean, we know there are so many men out there, and I'm not man bashing, but there's so many men that really don't even like the people they marry because they marry for specific reasons. Okay, and the same, some women are the same. They marry for specific reason. They either
Oh
marry for the
God, yeah.
bag. Okay, some of these
Your
men are just
family will
married.
marry you
Yeah,
off. Come on now.
that's right.
Your
Yeah,
family will marry you off. So there's that.
definitely. In some cultures, yes, your family do
Yeah,
marry you off for
they
whatever.
marry
So
you off
business
to this
reasons.
day.
So you just gotta you gotta think this through. So I agree with you, Miss Bookworm. Girlfriend, first of all, get your ex-husband out your business. He shouldn't even be there. And then you know what? If he's in your household and you letting him reprimand your kids, not saying there's something wrong with that,
Nine
but you
months.
you
Oh,
but you got to set some boundaries there too. So it's not just about the
yep.
ex-husband. You got to set some boundaries with the new man in your life because now you guys are bringing children in, and children are more than likely to cling on to somebody and to walk and then have them step away. It's a kind of separation that some children can't handle because they become comfortable with that person being around. So we all need to
Yeah.
be cautious, mainly with people with children.
Yeah. Woo. All right, ladies.
All right.
Um, for those that want some advice from the three aunties, you can send us an email at three aunties at that's a blooper because
Wherever
I
it's
couldn't
at.
remember.
Yeah.
Three
Something
aunties and a
Gmail.
mic at
At gmail.com.
gmail.com. Or you can DM us on any social media platform at Three Aunties and a Mic. The three is spelled out THREE. For our loyal listeners, nieces and nephews, thank you so much for always tuning in. We appreciate you. For our newbies, welcome. Don't be a stranger.
Wow.
Like us on your favorite social media platforms. Like us on your so. Ugh, I give
YouTube.
up. I give up.
YouTube. Go to YouTube.
YouTube
Check us
and your
out
Subscribe
on
to
favorite
us
YouTube.
as you
podcast.
And
subscribe.
if you leave a comment on YouTube, I will comment back. Now I'll
Yes,
comment. I'll chat you
Yeah.
up in the YouTube spaces. I'll chat with you.
And you
yes,
guys know I'm out there on TikTok answering questions,
Yes.
throwing out some answers, giving whatever. So we do participate in those avenues just to keep our voice out there and really help our nieces and nephews. We're not leaving you behind just because we do one show a week. And as we start to finish out and the holidays are bumping right up to us, I mean, I think we may do one more show next week. Then we're going to probably see ourselves by mid-December, kind of slow it down, and then we're going to take that holiday break, and then we'll be back in January to really get in your asses, find out what's really going on with our nieces and nephews.
Oh
So I
my
want you
God,
guys to keep that in mind.
2026.
It's coming. It's a doorstep away, right? It's around the
yep,
corner.
2026. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I
yes.
can't.
All right, ladies, as always, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to our listeners, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, peace and love.
We love you, nieces and nephews.
Smooches. I want to dance going out, but there's no outro music.
I don't know. Maybe our engineer
I
fell
think he
asleep.
fell asleep.
See, he'll cut
He
this
one of
part
them.
out.
He one of them
Yeah.
retirees that might benefit from that
Yeah,
50-year
we should
mortgage.
get like that.
He
Get
said they
him a
done
nice
retire
little.
by bedtime. God damn it!
We might have
Look,
to give him a nice little. We can get him a tiny house. He'd be all right
I
for
swear.
50 years.
I swear that
They
would be
they sell them
beautiful.
on Amazon, y'all. $47,000 tiny house. We just have to
You can
find
get a
some
tiny
land
house and a car. Now you can order your
and a
car
car.
off of
That's
Amazon too.
Amazon.
There
Some
you
good.
go.
Yep.
Get you a
Yeah,
tiny
child.
house and a tiny
Oh,
car
cause
and
y'all
get it.
didn't even know. Y'all talked about the 50-year mortgage. We didn't talk about the 15-year car note. That's also being considered too. Uh-huh.
Because y'all know I'm getting me a Vespa. I'm getting me a Vespa and
Oh
I'm going to
Lord.
zoom all around the neighborhood. That's all.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
That's it.
She going to get her retiree and let him know that
And let
right.
him know we finished.
We shut it down. He'll excuse me. He'll know when to add the music. At this point. Hold on. Let me call.
all right, take two. We out. Peace.
All right.
All right. See ya. Good night. Bye.
Smooches. Bye.